Hello and welcome back to The Reactivist. I'm Marlena Shivo. I don't know if you caught this, but there's all these videos now popping up on the platform X of people who are moving to the Chinese app called Red-Note because of the possible extinction of the beloved TikTok. They're calling themselves TikTok refugees who are now fleeing to this app and professing their love. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole checking some of these videos out, and I am going to share some of the gems, if you will.
So I don't even care what I look like.
I gathered as much.
Because I want to make my first video on here. I never really made many videos on TikTok. But I am a TikTok refugee from Wisconsin. Ni hao.
Hola.
I'm crying right now. I don't know if you can see that I am I am crying right now because I have realized in just the little bit of scrolling that I've been doing is that I'm pretty sure the United States has lied to us about who China is.
Oh, did they now? Please, enlighten me.
They've always told us very mean things about you guys and about your country. And just my experience on here so far, I have seen and heard such grace and such welcome.
小红书
Just some quick things. I've been on the Red-Note app for like 2 days now, and just some things I think are great. One, the time difference. So like all day it's American interaction, and then when I wake up in the morning it's all Chinese interaction because we're up at different times of the day. So it's like
two different like time zones. It's like they're like in a completely different like zone of times.
There's two different communities working at the same like on the app.
It like totally blows my mind of like the space-time continuum, whatever that is.
Just at different times of the day. I also love that we now have this like bridged gap that has been like separated by a giant steel wall. We're not so different. We all laugh at the same memes. We all worry about the same things. We all like makeup and dancing and books, and we've been programmed to think that we hate each other. I think once language starts getting like immersed, like once we are able to start communicating with each other better.
Once like I get like my copy of Rosetta Stone, I think like it's going to like open up so many avenues for me, and I'm just like so grateful.
This is going to be like an unstoppable thing.
Red noted.
Like I think this is a huge thing that they have no idea.
小红书
I guess the time limit is a minute, because all of these videos keep getting cut off with
小红书
whatever that means.
The Chinese said that Americans are not free because the American TikTok refugees asked the Chinese, what stereotypes do you have about us? And I'm thinking they're going to say like we're fat and we like junk food. No.
Oh, honey, it's not a stereotype.
They said that we think that we are free, but we are not, that we live under an oligarchy and that we essentially live in a corporation.
Interesting. You, on the other hand, look like you live under a blanket.
And we're fat.
And we're fat.
Okay, so this Red Book thing, the wildest part about this entire shift to Red Book is that
it's called Red Note, but is also called Red Book?
U.S. citizens now are connected to Chinese citizens. The entire U.S. propaganda machine that makes us afraid of them, it makes us think that their lives are shitty or like in this authoritarian realm. It's just completely shattered.
Hold on. It's completely shattered because...
Not only that, but someone was just talking about watching a grocery haul on Redbook and how they couldn't believe how much groceries that these Chinese citizens had because they can afford groceries.
This is not exactly breaking news. I'm sure the Chinese people absolutely eat. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist.
Thank you, Chairman Mao. Thank you, President Xi. Fuck you, Biden. Fuck you,
Shahosho. These next two girls that you're about to see have a very interesting take on why they love Red Note. Take note. A Red Note, if you will.
I've been on this app for less than 3 hours, and the amount of Luigi content I've seen is just chef's kiss. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Because they have suppressed that on our side.
So you're happy that you get to see footage of a murderer.
We can't even say his name. We have to say Mario's brother or like make some reference to a green plumber or something.
Yeah, it's called Donkey Kong, but who cares?
Here's what I love about it. Within the first like 10 minutes, Luigi edits. And from Chinese people, the citizens of China love him. I saw a girl with the scrapbook, okay? And there's Americans commenting on those videos like, what the fuck do you know about Luigi? And they're like, that's boyfriend. They love him.
Wait, let's listen to that again.
And they're like, that's boyfriend.
I think that's racist.
Too, they're so nice and so lovely and welcoming, and we need to behave, okay? I already saw one of you do the butthole spread thing. The butthole spread thing. Behave.
What's the butthole thing? I don't want to know.
You can post pictures and like memes as comments under people's videos.
And buttholes.
And they have a bunch you can choose from, or you can post your own. And their fashion is incredible. I always knew that they had like beautiful cultural fashion, but I didn't know they had drip, and they have drip.
I mean, they're like so ahead of the curve. They've been like wearing face masks since like, I don't even know, like the 90s. If you're going to make a video like that, you might want to turn off the light to make it believable that you actually left and went to China. Just a small production tip.
The government has been lying to us about China for decades. I grew up fed propaganda that China is evil and that they treat their citizens like shit. Now that we've all gotten on Red Note and we can see the lifestyle that all of the Chinese people have, a lot of us Americans are fucking pissed.
Did you ever think that perhaps what they're telling you is propaganda? Duh. Details.
The price of going out to eat, the price of groceries, public transportation. And the people on Red Note are so fucking flabbergasted that we have to work 2 jobs just to keep our roof over our head.
Honey, you didn't have to get on Red Note to talk about inflation and the rising costs of like, I don't know, like everything. But okay, go on.
US government, you fucked up big time, which is not a surprise because you do it constantly. Even if TikTok gets banned, I've seen enough. I have been woken up.
Oh, you're woke, all right. That I agree with.
American culture, American society is toxic, gross, poisonous. They poison our food. They jack the prices up of everything. We don't get healthcare. We don't get good public transportation, even though we're all on the same fucking continent.
But thankfully, it looks like you can still afford hairspray. Honestly, I didn't even have to scroll very far or for very long to find just that sampling of humans that have switched to Red Note. It's amazing. Like the addiction to social media is so strong that the idea that TikTok may go away has people running to another platform because they just absolutely have to do whatever this is. I rest my case. I said it yesterday. I said it the day before. I don't think that whether TikTok stays or TikTok leaves, the stupidity will live on.
小红书